to kami all right. All right, we got someone tuned in, I see. Well, anyways, welcome to my first live stream. Today, I'm going to be live streaming the design of a soft robot here in 123D Design. Great program by Autodesk. So, yeah, I'm just going to get started. All right, let's start with a sphere real quick. Let me get my calipers, actually, if I can find them. All right. So yeah. All right. Radius of 25 millimeters. All right. And then here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move this down 25 millimeters, and then we are gonna hide it. Yeah. Then we're gonna take cylinder. Yeah. Then I'm gonna have this at 100, or no, radius of 25, height of 100. Yeah. Now, we're gonna have radius of 25 millimeters, height of 50. Awesome. Then show that, perfect. And then we're gonna copy that, paste it, move it up 50, and then let's see, how is that? I want to make it a bit taller. So let's move this up about 25 millimeters. And then pull this up 25 millimeters too. That's looking better, I like that. Let's nope. rotate this whole thing now 90 degrees. Move it over a bit. Who is that? No, I'm gonna turn that off. There we go. Then I think I'm just gonna go ahead and merge all these shapes together for right now. Shouldn't that? Nah, never mind. Alright, so okay. Little tip here, when designing soft robots, I like to make it the color transparent, because soft robots often have a lot of internal structures, and so it can be helpful to see those structures by making it transparent. Or I guess it'd be translucent. Not really sure. Alright. So now let's give it some legs, I think. Yeah. Alright. Nah. Let's give it a radius of, yeah, 5. Alright, so how do I want to place these? I think, I want to make the legs a bit shorter. I think I'm gonna do that. And then what I also want to do once I place the other legs is, why didn't that work? Alright, once I place the other legs, I'm gonna apply a chamfer, I think. Give it a bit of a less like stick figure-y shape, I guess. Okay, so let's go ahead and hide this, and then modify, chamfer, and then select these surfaces. So I think, what? Wait, do I need to? No. Oh, okay. I know what I need to do, I think. It's always, you're never really sure. What I'm basically trying to do is, I want the legs to be less like perfectly cylindrical and more kind of like this. So just think that would probably look better and function a bit better too. So basically just needed to like flare out. So I did something like that a while ago. I can't remember what tool I used. Oh, welcome. We have another person. How do I make it flare out? Is it tweak? Alright, so I think I know what I can do instead. I just need to make these legs shorter first. Let's make them a bit more like that. And then, let's see if this works. I'm going to apply a... Let's just test it out on this. Oh, no. Need to merge them first. Alright. Doot, 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 doot. There we go. And turn it back to translucent, and then let's try a chamfer. Not quite the effect I was looking for. Huh. Okay, I'm going to Google about this one. Like, I've done it before where I've gotten, like, part of a shape to, like, flare out. Can't remember how to do that. Whatever. That's what Google's for. No. Okay, so... Okay, for the meantime, or at least just for this prototype, I'm just going to leave it at a fillet, I think. Or a chamfer, let me see. Alright. So now, go to chamfer, actually, and then... What's the maximum value we can get? Was that 5? Yes. Looks really funny. I like that. That's cool. Okay, so now we need to figure out the internal geometry of it and how we're going to get those air pockets. Should be pretty easy. Alright, so since the main cylinder of the body of it is 50 millimeters, I'm going to put this one down to about 40 millimeters, so that's 20 millimeter radius. And then let's put the length of it, or, well, what is now the height of it, what will be the length of it at... So that one is 75. Let's put this one at 50. Alright, so then... Now we are going to rotate her over real quick like this. Rotate her like so. Then okay. So then, how much of a space do I want in between 20 millimeters? Let's just put it at 15. And then we can here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move it up like that, and then we're gonna use extrude because extrude over here so we can cut this in half in a way. I mean, not like really in half, and then we can delete that. I mean, yeah, obviously not in half, but just split it and have those separate parts. Now, yeah, okay. So, now, basically, it's going to have two bending actuators within the body of it. And what I need to do to create a bending actuator is have these kind of air pockets that kind of have these ribs. So that's what I need to create, those kind of like ribs and like ridges that are in between them. So, no. Let's give it 20, 10. How about that? No, 5. Good. Alright, so let's move that over real quick. Yeah, I don't really even need that. So, why is that? Okay, that's like slightly 1. Nope. 5. There we go. So then, we're gonna copy this. And put that at 10. Copy those. Move those to like 20. And then that again. Okay, so that's what it is for that. Okay. Okay. I kind of want a bit of space in the back there too. So that's fine. Yeah. Wait. Okay. I will move this over by 5. So then, okay, gonna extend this out by 5, so I have that space that I need there. And then, now I'm gonna push-pull all of these, not that, upwards, so that they can cut the hole through the full height of that pocket there. And then there. Select those all, move them in a bit. Yeah. Alright, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. Yeah. So, let's subtract these, so solid 1, then all the ones that are cutting away. And there we go. Now, what I want to do, because if I just used this, then the spots that are kind of like out farther than the parts that are pushed in, those will be the spots that'll inflate and cause the silicone structure to deform. And I kind of, that's what I want with these little ridges right over here. However, that's not what I want with the like kind of large, like a part right here that kind of goes horizontal. So what I'm gonna do now, let's do that to 60, so it'll pass through the whole thing. And then we want the height to be, nah, let's have that at 10. Yeah, that's good. So then move that up, copy that, and then move that. Yeah. And so now the part that I'm cutting away will not deform the silicone cast. Target, source. There we go. Alright, so now what I want to do is create the little tubing that'll go out of it. Great. So I'm using 1/8 inch tubing, so I'm probably gonna want it to be about 1/4 of an inch, which is 6.35 millimeters. And then divide by 2, that's 3.3. Oh, nope. Typing in the wrong spot here. Look at me. Alright. Snap into place. There we go. And then 3.15. Why you know work? 3.15. There we go. Then also, if you're watching and you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat. I'd love to answer them. Alright, and then let's yeah. Merge these two parts together, then add a fillet right over here. Alright, so now let's move this over here. Might be helpful to use orthographic mode at a point like this. Center us to the left here. Awesome. So Then I wanted it to be about 5 millimeters from the wall there. So, and 1. Okay, so might want to actually reconsider that. So, there. Yeah, not doing that. Let's go for 4 or 3 millimeters, 3.5. Let's see how that looks on the calipers. Now it's pretty thin, kind of sketches me out a bit, so I think I'm just going to put it to 4. Alright, then, and now, orthographic mode. Okay, there we go. Then, copy that, rotate it 180 degrees, and let's make sure we have it aligned properly. Go back into orthographic mode, left, and then, alright, so then, move it over 4 millimeters, and then, perspective mode. There we go. So, do. Alright, so now, in a bit I'm going to cut out these chords, as they're called, because then that will, if I do a Boolean operation, that'll create the internal structures. But before that, I want to make the kind of tubing adapters, as I call them, that I use to attach the tubing to the soft robot. I think I have an example over here where I have a little kind of like outer tube that I slot the tube into and then like close it off with a zip tie. I'm going to be making a video all about these. I think that's actually going to be the next video. And so now I need to make those for this robot. So let me get started on that. So first I want one that's the diameter of these tubes to begin with. So let me just put them over here. 3.15. And then alright, and then I want the outer one to be 10 millimeters should work. There we go. And 10 millimeters again. So, always make sure you distinguish between radius and diameter. There have been times when I've actually made that mistake and I've printed something like double the size that it should have been. That looks right. Okay, so then I'm going to move these . Why is it? Okay. There we go. So now we've got them both selected. That's a bit far. That should work. So now I can do extrude on these two and have it selected to merge. So then, yes. So now I have those there. I'm going to hide these two cores real quick, and then we can get rid of those for now. And then, actually, we don't even need to do that. We can just, yeah. We can just extrude them both, have them cut away into, and then show solids meshes, and then subtract, select that, and nope. What am I doing? Target, source, and there we go. Haha. So, alright. So now, what I need to do is I need to make the mold for it, basically. And how I typically do that is I just do one giant Boolean operation and then set up and then split apart the mold into its different parts. Here we got 3 viewers now. Yay! Welcome, third viewer. There we go. So now, let's just, yeah. I think I'm going to be casting this one vertically, so let's just rotate it 90 degrees, like that. Nope. Not 95, 90. Ah, my... Alright. There we go. So now, let's just move that up here. Ooh, now is probably a good time to save. Alright, okay. So now, let's get back into here. Still not fully on the plane there. Good. Perfect. So now, Alright, let's give it a diameter of 70. Nope. 35. Diameter of 70, radius of 35. Then let's just extrude this upwards. No, actually, that's probably a bit overkill. I could probably go with a diameter of 60 and be fine and get away with it. Radius of 30. Alright, so then press pull tool, pull it up. Alright, just gonna leave a little space cut off just so I can actually like pour the silicone in. And then let's move this down like, yeah, 5 millimeters. Actually, I want the base to be a bit thicker for this, so 2.5. There we go. So now I should just be able to subtract it out, and then let's actually be able to see what we're doing. So it's alright. So unfortunately I can't just print this out and cast it. I need to split it up into a few different parts and then cast it. So in order to do that, okay, so what I'm going to start by doing is just splitting it into 2 halves for the mold. Ooh, but which way should I split it? Yeah. Press pull that a ways, and then push that up a bit, but there's a bit of space below too, so let me just get that. Awesome. Now I can do split solid, and then the splitting entity itself, and then I can delete this, and then I have my 2 parts. Awesome. So now need to figure out the cores for it. So how I think I'm gonna get them is let's create another box. Give it 70, 70, and then we're gonna do another split solid, and we're gonna use something that's really useful with the split solid function that I will show you in a moment. Awesome. So awesome. Okay. Another split solid. Let's select that, and then for the splitting entity, I'm gonna select that and oh. I didn't realize that. Oh, okay. Not good. Apparently, that's just a gaping hole there. So that's bad. So it's fine, because I'm going to redo that anyways. Alright. Alright. Let's pull that out a bit. Alright. So, always good to, as I said, use the translucent material to like see what's going on, like if you have internal geometries that you need to work on. So, okay. So now let's do that subtract operation, and there we go. And then now here's what we're gonna do. So just to make this easier, let me. Nope. I want to select the whole thing. And then let's just get this level, basically. Or 7.5. There we go. Okay, so now we can put in another box. Let's give it dimensions of 100 by 100, just for good measure. Move it over here again. Line it up with the back of the cast right there, and then, no, split solid. And then so now I should be able to get this as an individual object, yes, which I can, perfect. And yeah, so I can just put that aside right there, and then I can delete the ones I have on the inside. And then I'm going to remerge that back to that, and then I need to do another splitting operation to cut the cast in half. Actually, before I do that, just to save some plastic on the molds, I'm going to put a little fillet here. And good. Awesome. So let's just create another one like this. 100. Width is fine. And then 100 height. Or nope. Let's give it 150. Wonderful. So now right. And then get it lined up like that. And then we can split solid, select what we're splitting, select what we're splitting it with, press enter, and there we go. So now, basically, I have the two parts for my mold, as you can see. Or technically 4 parts, counting the 2 cores. And there's one thing I want to add. Yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do, is to help the molds fit together, so you don't need to have them like clamped in place in order to easily like set the mold up in order to cast it. So let's make it like 5. Make the width like 2. Oh, not 2. How about just 5? Make it square, and then for the height of it, let's have it at 100. Nice. So let's move this one back a bit. And then let's move this part over here. Move it forward. All right, then. Great. So then we have that there. Then I'm going to put this right here. Going to select both of them. Going to copy them. Going to paste them. Going to... Nope, not that way. Oops. Is there still 2? Nope. So copy them, paste them, rotate them here. Not like that, whatever. And then move them over a bit to over here. Awesome. Then, okay, and then move it over 5 or 6. There we go. And then let's unhide this. Okay. Huh, wait, that's weird. It's not completely flush with the mold itself. Huh, that's weird. Okay. So then, how much is it off by, and why? Sometimes with CAD, there's just things you just don't understand. Alright, let's use the snap tool. Whoa. Maybe not use the snap tool, because it's I don't even get it at times. Alright. Here we're gonna undo some of this. Where's the center? Snap to it. Does it want to? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, so 5, 5, 100. Yeah, okay. That's how we'll do it then. And yeah, that just kind of makes it easier. And you'll see why and how I'm doing this in a moment. Alright, so now I'm going to do some merging and Boolean operations. So I'm going to merge this one, that one. There we go. change the material again. Clear glass, don't apply overlay. And then merge, alright. And then we're going to do subtract. And then another subtract. Hold on, actually. Want to give it some tolerances so I don't have to really sand it down at all, or at least not that much. Yeah, and then let's give it give it some space. And then same on this one over here. Cross pull. Let's put it at 0.3 again. And now we can subtract them out, and then once I do that, I'm going to make one more change to them. Alright, and then I'm going to push this back by, and that back by 0.3. Awesome. So now, I think that is it. So, basically, these two parts, the two large pieces of the mold, fit together with these kind of joints here, and then once they're printed, and then once the core is printed, which will be made in PVA, which is a water-soluble material, I can just kind of fit it in, and then fit two of those in, and yeah. Huh. Yeah. Alright, so that's basically it for this design. I'm going to get printing it pretty soon. Thank you for watching and joining me on this first live stream. And yeah, I'm going to end the live stream in a bit. So thank you for watching. Oh, and we just, of course, as of right now, we get 5 watchers. Sorry. Anyways, I hope to do these more often because I figure I design so much anyways, I might as well like stream it and make some content for my channel in the process. Anyways, peace out.